Charles? Caitlin, come help me in the kitchen. Hurry up, because I forget where it is.
That's her mom. She's got amnesia.
What if you couldn't remember your real name, your first kiss, or your last goodbye?
I don't remember.
Honey, you have an ETA on that carrot?
Stow it.
And then suddenly,
I used to do this. I'm a chef. Yahoo!
without warning,
Give me something else.
Celery! Scallions!
Ah!
all your memories
Name's Charlie. I'm coming back.
came flooding back to you,
Evening, Charlie. Long time.
one bullet at a time.
I got movement on Samantha Kane.
You're kidding.
I may have a lead on someone. May still have some of her stuff.
This man, he's going to help me find some things out, so we'll be safe.
Your full name is Charlene Elizabeth Baltimore.
This could be trouble.
My name is Samantha Kane.
No, forget all that.
I'm in the PTA.
Then quit! You're an assassin working for the United States government.
We have 24 hours. We find her, and we kill her.
Run for your life!
Charlie Baltimore's alive, sir.
Who are you?
Name's Charlie. The spy.
Back when we first met, you were all like, oh, phooey, I burned the darn muffins. Now, you go into a bar, 10 minutes later, sailors come running out. What up with that?
This fall,
Honk if there's any trouble.
Yeah, so Miss Daisy, I be honking.
if you have plans for a calm, quiet evening,
Cover your ears. Hey, should we get a dog?
it's time to kiss them all goodnight. Gina Davis, Samuel L. Jackson, The Long Kiss Goodnight. Directed by Rennie Harlan.
You blow it! You blow it! You blow it!
Welcome to You Blew It. This is the show where we watch turds, sandwiches, in HD so you don't have to. Reliving our childhoods one Blu-ray disc at a time. I'm your host, Roden.
Yes.
Sitting across from me here in the Roden Family Fun Center is Thunder. How's it going, sir?
It's going well.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year to everybody out there.
Yeah.
I don't know is this going to go up before New Year?
I would hope so, but you never know how this
never
works out for me.
That's right. We're a little late on recording this anyway.
Yeah.
It's after the holidays.
It is, and we did watch this movie because it is a movie that takes place during the holiday season.
Technically a Christmas movie.
Technically a Christmas. I don't want to get into that. By the way, I've got into that a lot at work.
About this one?
About movies that you can, and this is a whole thing that people get into, and I'm tired of it. I don't want to get into it, but I kind of want to get into it. What is a Christmas movie in your, like, do you have rules to make something a Christmas movie?
It's just if it takes place during Christmas.
That's all you think?
That's
yeah.
it.
I've got coworkers that say if Christmas doesn't play into the plot, then it's not a Christmas movie. And so this person says Die Hard is definitely a Christmas movie because if the Christmas party at Nakatomi Tower does not happen,
yeah,
then the story doesn't happen.
That's true.
So it is a big part of the plot is because of a Christmas party.
Right.
To which one of my other coworkers said, well, what if it was just an office party? Because all they needed was a party.
Mm-hmm.
To which this person didn't have.
Well, why would they just be having an office party at Christmas? It would be a Christmas office
But that's what he's saying is like, as long as there was a party happening at the office, it doesn't matter if it was just an office party. Like, hey, Daryl's getting married and we're having a party.
Sure.
You know? But I don't remember why Hans Gruber knows that it's a Christmas party. Do they have somebody inside? Or I can't remember that much of that, like the nitty gritty. But I don't buy that. I think that's a stupid rule.
I think that is a bad rule.
Because my coworker then said, well, what about Holiday Inn, the movie Holiday Inn, which is a classic movie that introduced the song White Christmas.
Oh.
That movie more or less doesn't happen during Christmas at all. The beginning of the movie is around the holidays, and the end of the movie is around the holidays, but the entire plot is not based around Christmas at all. It just happens to be bookended at that. That is the holiday that the movie starts at and ends at.
Well, this one, Rennie Harlin's 1996 movie, The Long Kiss Goodnight, would be a Christmas movie, according to your coworker, because the beginning scene is Gina Davis playing Mrs. Claus in a Christmas parade, right? And that's how she gets spotted by another character down the line because it makes the news.
That's a good point. But my other...
It could have just been a parade.
It could have been a Memorial Day Veterans Parade. That could have made the news. Again, this is...
But see, that doesn't factor in because
96.
It's during Christmas anyway, right?
Yeah.
If your argument is what makes a Christmas movie, it's going to be taking place... It's not going to be a Memorial Day parade. It's going to be a Christmas parade, if there's a parade in it. You see what I'm saying?
But this doesn't have to be at Christmas is what I'm saying. Like, just because...
Sure.
They've chosen to have the setting, which is... Am I wrong? This is a Shane Black movie. Did he write it?
Yes.
Okay, so most of his scripts take place during Christmas. Does that make all Shane Black movies Christmas? I love that we've gotten into this at this point. Let's just do it. Let's really... So does that make every one of Shane Black's movies a Christmas movie?
Predator is a Christmas movie.
People don't realize that when they're down in Costa Rica or wherever the hell they're supposed to be in that movie, it was December.
That's true. Yeah. No.
But here's the problem with that shit too, is my theory is this. This is what I think.
Okay.
I think early on, Christmas movies by and large were just decided by the public, right? Like, so it was like either a movie was very much like, I don't know, if you want to use like Christmas specials like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or Santa Claus the movie. Clearly those are Christmas movies, right? Like
Miracle on 34th Street.
Exactly.
Christmas movie.
And then you've got movies that over time, especially older movies, that just so happened that the zeitgeist, that people decided to start watching certain movies at Christmas time.
Yeah.
You can't go back and say those are not Christmas movies now because they don't have that. The plot isn't driven by It's a Wonderful Life is not a Christmas movie.
Right.
Like if you're going by those standards, the whole movie is basically his life. It just so happens again to end up at the beginning at Christmas and at the end at Christmas. But the movie itself is just about a guy's life and how important you are in it. That's the whole plot.
Yeah.
But it's been decided through various reasons over the years that this is a movie that people traditionally now watch at Christmas time.
Right.
So he's wrong there. I just think it's like you've got...
I think it's any movie that just has Christmas in it. Like if the spirit of Christmas is there in the background or in the foreground, wherever it may be, wherever it may lie in that plot or in the scenery, that can be a Christmas movie for me.
I think that's fair enough. And the other thing is time will tell as well. So these movies that people think are Christmas movies through the years have become Christmas movies.
Sure.
There's enough people now that accept Die Hard, that accept Home Alone in these movies. And who knows, maybe at some point, if we keep going and the cult following of a movie like this, it will eventually just become many years from now, like, when we're old people. And I remember when this came out, that maybe it's just people accept this as they've just known it as a Christmas movie because it's always on around that time.
Sure.
Because that's, to me, is what It's a Wonderful Life just became a Christmas movie because they would rerun it, all the TV stations, because no one had any rights issues with it, and they just ran the shit out of it because the licensing to that movie was so fucked up that local TV stations was like, this is a long-ass movie. We've got nothing going on. It's Christmas time, so just run this thing because it eats up so much time.
And there's Christmas at the beginning and at the end.
And then people just got used to seeing it when it was when it was around Christmas time. So
Yeah.
Anyways,
and
yeah,
I think that's fair.
We solved it.
We solved it. It's done. Debate over.
I would agree with you that this is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
This is a movie that escaped me. I did not watch it when it came out.
I didn't even realize I saw this in theaters when it came out in 96 because I was obsessed with Samuel L. Jackson after Pulp Fiction.
Got it.
And I wanted to see everything that man was going to be in. And I went to the theater by myself, watched this movie, loved it, didn't watch it again until 2 weeks ago.
Seriously.
Yeah.
This is one of those movies where it's a blind spot for me because when you get around 97, I was 20.
Right.
20.
Yeah.
And I loved Pulp Fiction, but I was going down that more serious indie kind of movie shit.
Right.
And movies.
See, I wasn't there yet. I was 16.
Movies like this, I would see, and I don't know what it was about some of these 90s and late 90s movies, the way the trailers were, the way the box art was. I had like no desire.
The original box art to this movie is dog shit.
It's horrendous.
It's dog shit.
I gotta say, we got a special 4K edition here, and I don't think it's much better.
Not really. I think it's much better.
It is better.
Yeah.
We were watching the Arrow 4K version of this movie. The box art, I think is better than the original.
You should never have Gina Davis's face on an action movie box art.
Why do you say that?
Because it's too square. And because she was never, until this movie, I don't believe she was ever in an action movie.
I think you're right. And they tried to, because didn't she have also Cutthroat Island at some point?
Yes, I think that was after this.
They were trying to make her kind of
action
crossover into that world.
Yeah.
And it
just didn't work, man. She was too good. I don't know.
Yeah, and
she had always been set up as the woman that's always wearing kind of the frumpy dresses, which she wears in this.
Yeah.
In the beginning, and the you know, like in this movie, like the kooky Christmas sweater, you know.
Yeah, and that's very much for the plot, though, right?
Right, but she always kind of wore that stuff. Think back to Beetlejuice. She wears like this, like kind of frumpy, like country girl, dress with a sweater underneath it.
Well,
right?
And we were sitting. Yeah, that's a good point. And we were trying to think of what Gina Davis movies there were up to this point, and I really couldn't think of a lot. But
Thelma and Louise, which you'd think that would have. Well, when did that come out? That was before this.
Like how many years before this?
I'm going to say 91, 92, maybe.
I thought it was like
90?
Yeah, I thought it was early on like that. Because you would think that would have set her off into, like, really would have been a movie where they thought, like, oh, we could make an action kind of star out of her. But I knew her from Quick Change with Bill Murray. I knew her, and you reminded me, I forget, that she's in Beetlejuice. I'm not the biggest Beetlejuice fan. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it was harder for, by and large, the like larger audience of moviegoers to accept her as in these kind of roles.
Oh, Cutthroat Island was before this one. That was 95.
Okay.
Earth Girls Are Easy,
which is like a comedy, right?
Thelma and Louise was 91.
Okay.
Earth Girls Were Easy. Yeah, it was comedy, kooky comedy. League of Their Own, 92.
Right.
Hero, 92 with Dustin Hoffman.
Forgot about that.
And what's that guy's name? Is that Richard Grieco?
Sure. I mean, that is a guy.
Yeah. The Fly. She was in The Fly.
Yeah.
86. She was in Fletch? What was she in Fletch?
I'm not...
Tootsie?
I don't know. I'm not the biggest Fletch guy, which is a lot of people are going to be like, I know Fletch 2 better than Fletch 1.
Yeah.
Which...
I can't remember her in Fletch.
Neither can I.
But, I mean, most of her movies up until Cutthroat Island, I mean, I guess you could say Thelma and Louise was a little bit of an action, but it was more of a drama.
Yeah,
I
sure.
would say.
But still, there's a grittiness to it that
there
I
was
think...
a grittiness to that movie.
I'm sure someone probably saw that and thought, hey, maybe we could go this direction and see if she catches on as like a huge box office star.
Yeah, but this type of movie, this like straight up action-packed movie where she plays a woman with
amnesia,
thank you,
who's an assassin
she was an assassin
who has amnesia, and so she doesn't realize
for 8 years she's living with a child that she is the mother of and a boyfriend in a small town,
and she has no recollection of her life before, really.
Right.
Which is also kind of like one of those corny episodes of like whatever, insert TV series from the 80s here.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a trope, but whatever.
Yeah. And so she's Mrs. Claus in this parade, and then cut to a newsreel of a news report on like local TV or something like that, and there's this guy with one eye that's watching TV in prison and sees her on the television screen and just goes fucking nuts, like no fucking way, and starts banging on the TV. And then we're introduced to Samuel L. Jackson's character. He is a private detective who kind of does some hustle on the side.
Do private detectives exist anymore?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they do.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I feel like up and through the 80s into the early 90s, like after...
It was always a trope.
But after the 90s, you don't see like private detectives as much.
Well, in the movies, yeah. But I think a lot of like these like murder podcasts and stuff like that.
That's true.
That's private detectives all over the place that are doing...
When I was a kid, I was always confused. I just was like, oh, it's private detective. They're just like cops.
Yeah.
They're like... They're... I had no idea that they were just... they have no power other than they're hired for money to try and
solve some shit. Yeah.
But as a kid, I was like... And then you'd have like detectives at a police detective, which was it was all very confusing to me as a kid.
I think it's still kind of confusing. Like, I don't know how they get that information. Does it have to be like... does it have to be considered like kind of a cold case for them to be able to access files that the police have? I have no idea.
I don't think they do get to access files that the police, right? They can only do things that are on public record unless they break the rules.
Ooh.
Which, watching a lot of these movies, I also figured that, later on I was like, well, private detectives are just dirtbags. They don't follow the rules.
They're kind of always dirtbags.
Yeah, they're always dirtbags. They don't quite follow the rules, all that stuff.
Totally.
Okay, sorry. So Samuel L. Jackson, you get introduced to this character.
Yeah, and he's kind of a funny guy. Like he's got this whole setup where his secretary acts like she's a prostitute, and then he breaks into the room right before she's going to do the deed with the John. And then extorts money out of the John.
Yeah, he pretends to be like a vice cop, right?
Yeah, if you pay me, we're not going to take you to jail.
Yeah. So right there, you're like, oh, this guy, he's kind of a bad guy, but not that bad of a guy, because you know what? He's busting Johns who are going after prostitutes. Mm-hmm. So that makes it okay that he's doing shakedowns and lying and getting their money. Right?
Right.
So he's kind of a lovable
lovable dirtbag.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they've come across some new information about Samantha. Was it Samantha Kane?
I guess
is what her name is.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
sure. I've only seen this movie once, and this was about a week ago,
right?
Week and a half ago, or whatever when we watched.
So they've got some new information, and so they're asking her for more money, and telling her that we've found some stuff out.
Yeah, I guess now that I think of it, that's kind of a coincidence in this movie, right? Like, just as that guy in prison recognizes her and sees her in the parade on the local news, these detectives that kind of had helped her try and help figure out
who she is,
and what her past that she had hired before, something opened up. I forget what the
It was they found one of her old apartments, and it had the apartment owner had cleaned out. The landlord had cleaned out her apartment and kept this box of her stuff.
That's right. And
then she got caught. The landlord got caught because she was like, well, I'm going to use this fucking credit card. Samantha Kane's credit card, because she never came back for it. And it dinged.
Okay.
And she got caught using this credit card, which
so
was
coincidentally
stolen.
While these guys, this thing dinged. And so now, like, after so many years, things are kind of breaking loose on this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
And so they decide to reach out to her, right?
Yeah, and I think they're actually going to go, like, Samuel L. Jackson's character is going to go and visit her. Like, go to her, right?
Yeah, that's right. To, like, say, hey, look, we've got some other things. Oh, yeah, because it was... Was it her name?
Samantha Kane.
Yeah, but what was it about? Like, wasn't there something that, like, hey, does this name make any sense to you or something?
No, because that's the same name that she goes by now.
Oh, that's right. That's the other part of this.
Yeah.
Is like,
as she has amnesia, she thinks her name is Samantha Kane.
Got it. That's right.
Hint, spoiler alert, not her real name.
Yeah.
But, okay, so they have Samantha Kane and her boyfriend have this big Christmas party. And she gives this old drunk guy that was at the party a ride home. And on the ride home, the old drunk guy touches her boob. And as she's like getting his hand off and calling this guy a creep, she looks up back at the road and there's a deer. She hits the deer. They careen off the road and get into a big, massive car accident. She goes flying out the windshield. Wakes up in this bank of snow. Old guy seemingly dies in the car in a car fire.
Yeah, they don't really ever...
They don't hit on that ever again.
No.
Old dude's dead.
You would either have to think that he's either dead or okay, but either way, it doesn't matter. You don't know. They just move on.
Yeah,
as far
old
as
guy's
like,
dead.
Yeah.
You know what? He's a creep anyway. Touched her boob.
Why did he touch her boob? I don't remember.
Because she was saying you're drunk, you know, and she goes, and he's like, I'm not drunk. Here, I'll show you. And he starts doing the, like, touch his nose, closes his eyes and touches his nose and starts waving his hands around, you know, going in, like bringing him wide.
Yeah,
touching his nose. And then he brings him wide over and like grabs her boob real quick.
Got it. Okay.
And he goes, and she goes, you fucking creep, get your hands off of me. And then she swerves and hits the deer and goes like, hits a tree, flies out the windshield, apparently not wearing her fucking seatbelt.
Yeah.
Always wear your seatbelt. And then lands in a bank of snow. And then she wakes up, blood all over her face. And
Car's on fire.
Old guy's dying.
Sizzling like bacon.
She sees the deer who's like actively dying, and she goes up to the deer and just fucking like grabs the antlers and breaks the deer's neck.
Yeah.
Puts it out of its misery. And then the music swells and it's like, whoa, something nefarious is going on here.
She just knew how to do that without any sort of
but and then she wakes up in the hospital and she's got the most fucking ridiculous bandage around the top of her head.
Just your classic ridiculous head bandage.
Yeah.
Like the one that Jackson has in Bloodsport.
Yeah. It is crazy. It's crazy looking. It looks like a nurse's hat. Like a surgeon's hat. It looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
So anyway, we get back to their house and then she's kind of recovering. They're making dinner. She's cutting up a carrot. Oh no, she has like this weird flashback dream.
Yeah, this dream where
in the hospital where
she's like talking to her.
She's talking to a mirror and she's talking to herself, and herself in the mirror says, "I want a cigarette." And she goes, "I don't smoke."
Yeah, and also
you do. And then she looks down. There's a cigarette in her hand.
And the version of her in the mirror was like bleach blonde, slick back hair, smoky eyeliner.
It changes to that,
yeah.
And then she goes, "My name's Charlie. Nice to meet ya." And
so okay.
And then she wakes up.
So then you get to the scene you were talking about in the kitchen where she's cutting up like carrots or whatever.
She can't cut it. She's like, and then she cuts herself accidentally. Her boyfriend's laughing at her. And then she just goes back to cutting the carrot, tells the guy to fuck off, and then goes back to cutting the carrot. And then slowly, actually rather quickly, is just like, starts chopping this carrot like a fucking chef. But like the funny thing about it is that she's chopping this carrot into like massive chunks. Like,
yeah, it's not.
She's not really good at it.
Yeah,
but she's just doing it really quick.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, I was a chef. Like, that must be why I can do this. And then she's like, throw me something else. And they're throwing peppers at her and celery and all sorts of stuff. But she grabs this tomato and she balances the knife tip on her finger. And then she throws it up. She throws the tomato and then throws the knife through the tomato into the cabinet.
Yeah, in midair, and sticks it to the like.
And she's like, and both her daughter and her boyfriend are just like, well, okay, like that's kind of weird. Why would you do that? That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
And she goes, chefs do that. Yeah.
So here's up to this point, watching this movie for the first time with you, I was like, now I realize why. Like, it's so corny.
It's so corny
and goofy.
Yeah.
And like and we also forgot there was at 1.2 where her daughter's trying.
That's the next scene.
It didn't just happen. I thought it was just up.
Yeah, that was the scene after the kitchen.
After the kitchen. I think. Sorry,
yeah.
Yeah. So her daughter's trying to learn to skate.
Ice skate, yeah.
And so she snaps at some point and says like...
Yeah, because her daughter falls and then she goes over and she's like, you are going to like skate all the way back to the side or you're going to stay out here on the ice.
Stop being a baby.
Stop being a baby. She gets all mean and shit. Stop being a little baby. And she picks her up. She goes, life is pain. And seeing Gina Davis say something like that is in itself ridiculous.
The whole, the first 15 to 20 minutes of this movie, I was like, oh no. I was like, this is what I thought this was going to be. Right. This is why I never saw it. It's just was like too corny and too mid 90s for me. I just can't do this shit.
It is very 90s.
But
this movie is very 90s.
Once it gets past this, and she basically goes on the road adventure with Samuel L. Jackson's character, because he shows up in time right as this stuff So go ahead.
Next scene is we encounter this psychopath that gets a phone call saying, and the phone call, he's got a guy like strapped to the ceiling.
Yeah, that's right.
With his shirt and his pants off, and he's obviously being tortured, right? And so this crazy guy gets phone call, and I can't remember his character's name, but they say One-Eyed Jack broke out of jail or broke out of prison, and then I think they mentioned something about some sort of secret operation or something like that.
Yeah, and they also say that. Don't they say to him that like he saw something on the local news that made him snap?
Yeah,
and he broke out
along those lines. Yeah, and so that's the first time we see psychopath guy, right?
Yeah,
and so then cut to all these carolers outside of Samantha Cain's house. Right, she opens up the door. It turns out there's a shotgun pointed at their heads, and they're singing under duress. Right. And then One-Eyed Jack comes out of the crowd and just starts pumping, like, he's like, hey, Charlie, like, did you miss me? Blah, 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 blah. And then just starts shooting up her house, right? So, and then his shotgun has a grenade launcher on it.
Yeah, that's right.
And he blows a hole in the side of the house.
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, Samantha's daughter has come downstairs to see what the commotion is. And she lifts up her daughter and like throws her out of this hole that was just made in the side of the house with this grenade, and throws her directly from the house into the neighboring tree house in their backyard.
That's right. Yeah.
And then she kills that guy in the kitchen with a pie. Like she knocks him out with a lemon meringue pie.
Yeah.
That didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Again, at this part, still in the movie, I'm like rolling my eyes. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. It's just nuts.
Oh no.
She snaps this guy's neck.
Yeah.
Boyfriend is like, what the fuck is going on here? And then we get Sam Jackson shows up just as all this commotion has gone on. And the cops, like, you know, are showing up to the house and everything like that. And then cut to next day. Sam Jackson is taking her on this like road trip to go figure out who the fuck she is.
Yeah, with this other information that he's had that she agrees to go with him or whatever.
Right.
Now, correct me if I could be wrong here. Isn't her line after she snaps that guy's neck, chefs do that?
Chefs do that.
Which was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Pretty good line.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good line.
Good job, Shane.
Good job, Shane. And then, so now for me, once they get on the road and they start having dialogue back and forth, and it becomes this like road movie with her and Samuel L. Jackson, shit starts clicking on all cylinders. And it's pretty fucking fun, man.
It's super fun, and the dialogue is so fucking good.
Yeah, and
like
Shane Black.
Some of these digs from, I mean, it's Samuel L. Jackson at peak Samuel L. Jackson.
And I said to you, this has got to be after Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
And you were like, I don't know.
I thought it was before.
And so, but then we looked it up and it is, because I feel like he really came into his own, like his signature style came out in Pulp Fiction, right? Because I had seen
it was
him
there
in
a little bit in Jurassic Park.
It's a little bit in Jurassic Park. It's a little bit in True Romance, but he always was playing kind of a bit character, a character actor, and like he would be in there to spice things up. He's in Goodfellas for a little bit, right? But you never saw him really get to take command, and you get to see that in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
he gets to kind of get let loose, and that's kind of, even in this movie, it's like he's doing that thing,
and that's basically the character that he plays all the way up into the 2000s.
It's fucking great.
Yeah.
So
I
mean,
yeah,
he figured out his thing, and when he's on, dude, it's fun watching.
It is
fun
great.
Watching. Yeah,
like it is so good. And then we meet fucking Brian Cox. So in this box that Sam in this box that Sam Jackson has for Samantha Cain, like there's like a phone in there and everything like that, right? There's all sorts of like pictures and shit like that, some clothes. And then she finds this book with this guy's name in it, Brian Cox's character's name. And it has, I believe it has like a phone number attached to it too, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
And so she calls him from the road, and he's like, "Oh my God, Charlie, is that you?" Like, and Brian Cox's character, this guy has looked fucking 70 years old since the late 90s, at least.
He's like at his house with his wife, and they're just
not his wife. I think it's his mom.
Oh, it's his mom.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. She's like super old.
Well, that's why I thought like he was old and she was old, and I thought that they were like they were showing like they're this retired couple who's it's his mom.
I think it's his mom. He's got some fucking great lines about her shitty little dog.
That's right. You're right.
It's like licking its asshole, and he's like trying to eat dinner or lunch or whatever time of day it is, and he's like, that fucking dog has been licking its butthole for like 2 hours straight, and it's like, it's either never going to get clean or we've got a major problem. Yeah. Like, it's so funny.
So they call him on the road.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Charlie, he says her real name. Right?
Yeah.
And then says, hey, let's meet.
I'll tell you everything.
I'll tell you everything.
Right.
So what also was going on, subplot, while this, the psychotic guy who was torturing this guy who, finds out about One-Eyed Jack getting out, we see that this all goes even up to the president.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about that. Yeah,
and so it's like the CIA is talking with like, hey, she was a part of this deal, and we thought she was dead.
Yeah.
One-Eyed Jack thought he killed her, but he didn't, and she's still alive and all this shit. So now the government is also after her.
Right.
with the psychopath. The government's after her.
Yeah.
So that's this other plot that's cooking while this is all going down.
Right. And that's a pretty short scene, but it just kind of gives you like the backstory of what she actually did. She was an assassin that worked for the CIA.
Yeah. Contractor.
Contract assassin or whatever. And so we're on the road with Sam Jackson and Samantha. They're trying to figure all this shit out. They end up in some seedy little motel.
Yeah, because I think they're going to meet Brian Cox. That he's far enough away that it's going to take a while to get there. So they stand at
they're in like they're going to New Jersey or some shit like that. I can't remember. But so she gets into this suitcase that was also part of these things that she used to own. And she finds that it's got a compartment in it. And she opens up the compartment and it's a fucking rifle.
Yeah. Like a sniper
this
rifle.
This is the funniest fucking most ridiculous scene. Because she takes these parts out, right, of this rifle. And she starts putting it together. And she's having this realization like, oh shit, like I know how to put this gun together.
Yeah, like subconscious.
But all the parts are obvious where they go together. Like
if you were to find this, you'd go like, well,
if
this
you had
goes
never
here.
seen a rifle before, ever, you would be able to figure out this puzzle.
Yeah, especially the way it's like presented in the attaché case or whatever.
Right.
Although, because it's running in the background right now, there are a lot of parts there.
There are 7 parts there.
Look at all that, though. There's a lot of parts there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, come on.
There's 7 parts.
I don't know. I don't know.
What, you can't figure out that the barrel attaches to the other part of the barrel?
And if she was putting it together quickly, then it would be impressive.
Yeah.
But she kind of she's kind of not.
Like,
she's
she
kind of
clicks it together and she has this like
yeah.
And it's like, this other part slides right here. This part slides right here.
She does get cruising though here. She is like doing it like she's done it before though.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't do it that way. You know what? I'll go ahead and give him this scene.
You'll give it to him?
Yeah, give it to him.
You're going to give it to him?
She puts it together fairly
You're going to give it to these guys?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to him. I got to give him to you guys. Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh my God. I just, at every moment I see her, she wears that type of outfit in other movies too.
Yeah, I mean, it's very much
frumpy
Gina Davis.
Housewife stuff.
And that's what they're going for here, right?
Yeah,
like
that's true. Yeah.
And, yeah. So this for me, when they go on the road and the various adventures on the road for me, then I finally got like, okay, now I get why this has a cult following.
Yeah.
And it is kind of a shame because it's Rennie Harlan, I believe, is the director, and he might be the director of Cutthroat Island too. I'm not sure. I don't know.
He definitely did Die Hard 2.
He did Die Hard 2. And I don't know if he had any. What was his biggest movies? Like, I know
well,
that
Die Hard 2 was pretty fucking
Die Hard 2
huge.
was huge. They went back to John McTiernan after that, who was the original director, I think, of the first Die Hard, when they did Die Hard with a Vengeance. Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Doing his thing. But Rennie, I remember this movie, and I remember it was like, it's the guy that did Die Hard 2. But I don't think... I'm trying to think, did that guy have any big movies after...
He did Deep Blue Sea. He did do Cutthroat Island.
Okay. So that's
he did Cliffhanger.
Fucking Cliffhanger, of course. What year was Cliffhanger?
1993.
Okay, so he had a pretty good run.
He did Ford Fairlane with
Andrew
Dice Clay. That was 1990.
But I would think he had enough juice coming off of Die Hard 2 and Cliffhanger.
Yeah, so Die Hard 2 was 90. He did do Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Good Lord, are you serious?
Well, I don't know if he was
directed it
the director.
I don't think he directed a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I don't think.
I'm looking it up. I'm trying to look it up. It's not. it's doing something.
I think that
Fucking doing something weird.
I think the last time I saw his name on something, it was like
Directed by Rennie Harlan.
no shit.
Yeah. The Dream Master.
I think I saw his name not too long ago, and he directed like either a newer Hong Kong Jackie Chan movie or like a Saudi Arabia funded movie.
There's some stuff up here. So Skip Trace with Johnny Knoxville and Jackie Chan.
There, Johnny Knoxville. What
Yeah,
the
it was
fuck?
2016. But there's some pretty weird ones in here. 12 Rounds. I think that had to have been John Cena's like first major movie. Yeah, 2009. Cleaner. That's with Sam Jackson.
Huh.
Ed Harris, Eva Mendes, Kiki Palmer. What was that?
Rennie's had a hell of a career.
Hell of a career.
Yeah.
A lot of the newer movies, like he did 2023, did The Bricklayer. That was with Aaron Eckhart. I don't know how popular that movie was. It only got 50% on Rotten.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gone into kind of straight to video streaming,
action,
straight to streaming, Bolivian
kind of stuff,
sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
you're
then-
gonna have to.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to help me out here because I've only seen this movie once. So
Okay,
when
so
they go to meet Brian Cox.
They go to meet Brian Cox. They're meeting him at this this train station. I can't remember where they're at. Philadelphia
like
or something like
Connecticut
that.
or something. I don't know.
Something along those lines.
Some on the
Snowy.
East Coast. Snowy.
It's snowy there. And then she walks up to the bar. Sam Jackson goes to the bathroom. We meet the psycho guy. He comes up and says hi to Samantha Cain.
Yeah, and keep in mind
and she doesn't recognize him at all.
Yeah, and they don't know what Brian Cox looks like.
They have no idea.
They don't have any idea. So they're trying to figure out who he is when they're going to meet him in this public place.
Right. Yep. And so she's drinking a beer, and he's trying to chat her up, and he's like. He's trying to figure out if she's lying or if she actually doesn't remember. And he's like, wow, she does not remember.
Yeah. Because she thinks that that's him possibly, right?
No, not this guy.
Okay, I wasn't
She
sure.
thinks it's somebody else who's going to walk up, and because this psycho guy has a shit ton of guys there, all armed with fucking Uzis, and they're coming to kill her. And so this one guy starts walking up, and they think it's him. They think it's Brian Cox's character.
That's right.
He pulls out a gun, and they just start fucking shooting. And this is the first like real firefight that we see everybody in. So she takes Samuel L. Jackson's gun through his coat pocket and shoots this dude, and then they grab an Uzi,
of course,
out of the dead guy's coat, and start running around this place. They're just getting shot up like left and right. They go upstairs. This is one of the greatest scenes.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
They go upstairs into this like metro station or train station, whatever it is, and they jump out a window because some guy like throws a grenade. And the grenade explosion is like the biggest grenade explosion I've ever seen.
And it's one of those classic things too. It's in a hallway.
It's in a hallway.
So the big giant flame is boiling down the hallway towards them.
They're outrunning the flame.
Which is so classic for these movies back then.
Yeah. And then they shoot out the window, and then they're falling slow motion down to this frozen river that's outside of this metro station.
Yeah.
And Samantha shoots out like a circle in the ice so that they can break through
when they land
and fall into the frozen water.
That was huge in the trailer for this, if I remember correctly, too. It's like
very much
the
so.
big shot of them, like falling in slow motion out this window.
Yep,
with the flames
for
behind them.
sure.
Yeah,
and a 16-year-old Roden was like, "I gotta see this." I gotta see this fucking movie.
I get it. Although 20-year-old me didn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay, so it's happening right now. We're actually watching it in real time. And if you see the stunt double for Gina Davis is actually a man wearing glasses.
Of course.
That is the first face that you see jumping out of the window. And so Brian Cox is in the parking lot. He like drives up, tells him to get in the car, and all while other dudes are kind of chasing him down and shooting and doing the whole thing there too. And
it's a decent action scene. It's not.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
It's not spectacular, but it's pretty solid.
I mean, this had a pretty big fucking budget.
Yeah, for sure.
I would guess.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, it really was at the time like an all-star cast. Like Brian Cox was pretty big,
and it was a. I do remember it was like a big release. Like they were really.
Oh yeah.
They had a lot of marketing behind it. Big push to kind of make her a thing.
Yeah.
Like this.
Sam Jackson was big.
Yeah.
At the time, Gina Davis obviously was big actor at the time. I'm trying to look up who was the actor that plays the psycho guy.
Yeah,
Craig Bierko.
That's his name.
Yeah,
I didn't know who this guy's name was, but I know
he plays
him.
Timothy.
I know him from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas because he plays Lacerda, the photographer.
Yeah, the photographer that has the famous line in the elevator.
Oh, man.
When Benicio del Toro threatens to stab him in the throat.
Yeah.
Fucking love it, dude.
Oh, man. So you find out Brian Cox is I don't, here's the problem. I got to be honest with you. I'm just going to shoot everyone straight right here. I can't fucking tell you any more that happens because I'm not caught up on what I'm watching. I've only seen this one time. So I can't remember. So I can remember if we were recording right after, but it's been like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I'm glad we have it running.
I was able to watch this again.
Okay.
A couple days ago when my sister-in-law and brother-in-law were staying with us.
Did they watch
how
it
about
too,
we watch? They wanted to watch a Christmas movie. I was like, how about we watch Long Kiss Goodnight? And my sister-in-law was like, oh yeah, like I just heard somebody talking about this movie. It's like a, kind of a cult, like Christmas movie and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah. So we bought it on Amazon. And hold your fire, listeners. But yeah, we now I am the proud owner of this movie and watched it again just a few days ago.
Okay, good. So. Well, you got to fucking lead on this. You got to lead.
Yeah.
You got to lead me here because I cannot fucking talk anymore about the plot. It's I'm
basically Brian Cox like reveals all the stuff to them while they're driving away from this scene at the whatever it is, right? But she doesn't know who to believe.
That's right.
She doesn't know if he's a good guy or not, right? And so they decide that they're gonna they don't trust him, and so by the way, plot point, he tells them like he's got a gun in each pocket and then one is hidden in his crotch.
Yeah, that's right.
While they're driving, right? And so
because no one ever pats down your dick or something.
Nobody ever pats down your dick, and so anyway, they stop on the side of the road, and I don't know why they stopped or what reason they did, but they basically attack Brian Cox and they steal the car, Sam Jackson and Samantha, and then they drive off. I can't remember what happens next. Oh, that's
this
right.
Is so terrible, dude. We're so terrible, man.
She seems to believe that she has a fiance. There's something in the information that she came across in her box that suggests that she has a fiance named I can't remember the name of this guy, but they have his address, and so they pull up. Oh, it's Luke, and so they pull up to Luke's house. He's chopping wood. Luke is chopping wood, and she's like, "Hi, my name's Samantha. I think I was supposed to marry you." And he comes up and he gives her a big hug and he goes, Charlie? Oh my God. And Mitch, who is Sam Jackson's character, like points a gun at the guy. And is like, we don't know who you are. Like let's figure this out. He lives on this like big farm or something like that in upstate New York. And so turns out that Mitch is Daedalus, which is a name that we haven't mentioned yet, but we've heard it a bunch.
Yeah,
in the
you
movie
hear it a
already.
bunch in the beginning of the movie.
It's a code name for this bad guy that was trying to get this operation called, what the fuck was it called?
It doesn't matter.
Oh my God. I can't remember what the operation was
Doesn't
called.
matter though.
But this is one of the huge plot holes in the movie, because the operation that that keeps on getting referenced was something that Gina Davis's character was trying to uncover 8 years back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So we are to believe that this operation is still ongoing, this nefarious operation that we don't know of yet. We don't know what it is. We know the name of it, and I can't remember what it is. But that it never took place, even though she was unsuccessful in stopping it. And that's a major plot hole.
Well, was it a thing that just kind of went away without her or something?
No.
Was it one of those things like where it was like it ran cold once she went missing or something?
No, because it didn't involve her. She was trying to stop the operation.
Well, I'll have to watch this again and see if you're right about that. So
yeah.
Because I'm going to have to trust you on that. But that seems like a major plot hole if that is the case.
It's a major plot hole. Anyway, Brian Cox finally comes back and is like, she doesn't have a fucking fiance.
Hey, dummies.
Because she catches Mitch. Mitch is like out back smoking or something like that. And he comes up and puts a gun in his face. And is like, what the fuck are you guys doing here? And why on earth would she think that she had a fiance? And she found a note.
Oh man, dude, this is falling apart.
It's falling apart.
This is falling apart. This is one of our worst episodes, I got to tell you, because we combined, I can't remember what the plot is, and you've seen it. Like, we just waited too long to record this,
and so he basically reveals to Mitch, is like, dude, this guy is Daedalus. This is a bad guy. And then all of a sudden,
all the bad guys
they start
show up
running
again.
out, trying to rescue.
Are you okay over there, buddy? Are you okay? What's going on? What's going on here?
It's these zins, dude. These zins.
You get the hiccups every time you do this shit.
They give me the hiccups if I talk too much.
Okay, so let me take over here because I can at least remember this. All the guys show up. They take Mitch away. Did they kill Brian Cox? I can't remember.
They do. Which is too bad because he's a great character.
He's a great character. And then they string her up on a water wheel.
Yeah.
And they're trying to... What are they trying to get from her?
They're trying to get information from her.
But
like,
even though
who knows that she's here? Who knows what she knows?
We got to stop.
I can't.
Stop. Just stop. Stop
it. All right. So they've got...
You okay?
Back.
We stopped down.
Yeah,
we're back.
Yep.
Your hiccup fits are over, we hope.
Yeah.
We hope.
Only took a few minutes.
Yeah.
You got to go to the bathroom. Everything's fine. So they've got Charlie or Samantha Kane tied to this water wheel, right?
That is a terrifying
holy
torture for me. That is just would suck.
Like ice cold water. Right? They're like reeling her down, like lowering her into the water.
Like so
we see Brian Cox's character is tied to a pier underwater. He's dead. They like keep on asking her like, who knows you're here, blah blah blah. She's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. And then they bring up Operation Honeymoon. Like, you're here because of Operation Honeymoon. And I think that's why she thought she had a fiance.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
And so this Daedalus guy, Mitch, right, who's everybody has seen. this actor. You recognize this guy,
for
right?
sure. He's in. He's the father of the main character in. Golly, dude, my brain is so fucking fried anymore. This fucking just pissed me off. Jodie Foster, Big Satellite. Contact.
He is. That's right.
He's young Jodie Foster's father.
Dad. That's right.
Yeah. I don't know this actor's name, but he's a character actor. He shows up in a lot of shit.
A lot of stuff.
Especially in the 90s.
In the 90s. Yes. So he keeps on questioning her and stuff like that. They keep on sending her underwater. She's starting to have flashbacks now of like, and it's also revealed that her and Timothy had sex at one point. Timothy, the psychopath guy.
Lasorda, the photographer from Fear and Loathing, yes.
And so, and she doesn't remember that. But then she's now like flashing back and thinking of like what happened when she lost her memory. And she was, Timothy had captured her after their night of good times. Mm-hmm. Put her in the back of a car, knocked her out, put her in the back of a car. And then that guy, Jack, who had 2 eyes at the time, was going to kill her.
Yep.
At this cliff and then throw her off this cliff, right? And so he's going to inject her with something. She wakes up, stabs him in the eye with the injection stuff.
So now he is One-Eyed Jack.
And One-Eyed Jack shoots her in the head and she falls off into the water.
That's how
she remembers now all this stuff. And then they bring her back up and she's like, she now remembers everything. And she's like, I think I'm still trying to remember. I'm still dirty. You better wash me off or some shit like that.
Yeah. Now she's like, as they're torturing her,
she remembers that there's a gun.
Her real self is coming back.
Yeah. And she remembers that there's a gun in Brian Cox's underwear.
Yeah. And underwater,
so near where she's at,
saying like, "Hey, I coaxing him to put her back underwater."
Yeah.
She wrestles around in the front of his britches, pulls out.
Well,
the gun.
she gets her arm loose and then does that. Yeah,
and then pulls back up, shoots the guy. Yeah. I have to say, dude, at that point when we were watching this too, I was like, she's no longer frumpy. She's all piped up. When she's all like, when they've got her tied on the wheel.
Yeah.
She's got like some arms on her, dude.
Yeah.
She's got like crazy,
good shape. Gina
really
Davis
good shape.
Great shape.
Yeah. Like, and I'm talking like muscle.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Totally. And then so she breaks Sam Jackson out, who's tied up in a basement somewhere.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't kill him. That seems kind of weird. But
why would you keep Why would you keep that guy alive? You'd kill Brian Cox, but you keep that guy alive,
naked and
just beat to shit though. He's beat up. Yeah.
And this is one of those. Also, at this point in the movie, there was like that classic moment, like in a Bond film, where all the bad guys are there and they're like, "Hey, torture her and get all the shit we need." Bye.
Yeah.
And so they leave this guy Mitch to do it.
Right.
Which then, of course, she breaks free and gets out.
She breaks free, gets out, kills him, kills the other guys that are there, and then they end up in Atlantic City.
Yeah, at a hotel in Atlantic City. And
where she cuts her hair.
Yep.
Re-dyes it blonde.
Yep.
In this like super tacky casino hotel.
Yep.
Right. And like now all of a sudden has a leather jacket and is super cool. Like she remembers everything now. And Mitch is like wakes up, or not Mitch, but what's his character's name? What's Sam Jackson's character's name?
Let's just say Sam Jackson.
Sam.
I mean, like, he is like
Sam's character wakes up, puts on some fucking sweet ass clothes, lights up a cigarette, and is kind of getting used to his new digs because he was all knocked out. And then Charlie. Oh, his name is Mitch.
That's what I thought you were saying. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought Daedalus's name was Mitch for some reason.
No, you kept saying Mitch for him. Yeah,
yeah. Anyway, so she like kind of explains to him what they need to do and blah 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 with like Project Honeymoon and like stop Project Honeymoon. And
this is our worst episode. You really realize that this is our fucking worst episode.
Oh yeah, it's fucking terrible.
This is awful. Fucking horrendous. We need to wrap this fucking up, dude.
I'm trying to get there, man.
Well, I'm just saying, like, at this point, this is actually a great scene, though.
This is
when they do get in
scene.
the hotel, the dialogue gets cooking again. He's into her because she's hot. Now she's like really no longer frumpy mom.
Well, he's not really into her. She wants to fuck, though.
That's true. He's
And,
actually
like-
a good guy, but I mean,
Yeah.
he's into her, and like at some point, she just opens up her robe to distract him to get I forget something.
A bandage
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, because he was like, yeah, it's gonna hurt and all this shit.
Yeah. But she takes it at one point. She's like behind this bar too, and she takes this fucking shot where she like rolls it across her face into her mouth, and then rolls it back to the other side of the face and just drops the shot glass. I've never seen anybody take a shot like that.
Never.
I really kind of want to try it.
Me too. And I forgot about it until watching it
because
again.
that scene was in the fucking trailer as well.
It's so stupid. And
It's so dumb.
It's like if you're a badass assassin, you know a cool, clever way of doing a shot as well. Like when we're saying shot, we mean like a
shot of whiskey,
like a shot of whiskey or whatever it is. It's so absurd. It's like if you saw someone do a shot like that, you would think you're just trying to show off that you know how to drink. Like what? It wouldn't make sense. Like real drinkers don't do little trick things like that. They just fucking
take
drink.
take the shot, man.
Yeah.
And by the way, I think it was a shot of gin.
It was either gin or vodka there. I
think
tell.
it's gin.
Yeah.
Who takes a fucking shot of gin?
Assassins.
I guess.
Yeah, assassins.
That is the grossest. I'm sorry, but like gin is the grossest.
I don't know. I like gin.
Really?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, I don't do it a lot, but like I like a gin martini. It's really like with like with a dirty gin martini with olives. Yeah, I like that.
Man,
I
don't like it. Maybe every once in a while a gin and tonic. Maybe.
I wouldn't want to shoot a shot
But
of gin.
shooting a shot of gin?
But I also don't want to shoot vodka either.
No.
Like the only thing I ever really would want to shoot is like a touchdown.
Yeah.
because of the Red Bull and whiskey. Like a or
Just straight whiskey.
tequila. I'll shoot tequila.
Man, I really don't like tequila either.
Yeah.
It just activates my gag reflex.
Huh.
It's the worst.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but okay. Take us home here. Take us home, my friend.
Right.
Take us home.
So we find out crazy
Please.
guy Timothy is working for the government now. And Operation Honeymoon is actually an operation to get funding back to the CIA and covert operations. Because we found out in the original scene where we meet the president, and the president is talking to one of the CIA heads about who this Charlie woman is, right? Who showed up on television, who they all thought was dead. We find out that the president had taken all the funding away, and put it in healthcare, which. Bullshit number one right there, because even back in the 90s, we did not have fucking nationalized health care. Yeah, exactly. So Operation Honeymoon is an operation to basically stage a terrorist attack on a small town so that they can push more money to covert operations and anti-terrorism to get this guy's fucking funding back. So... Crazy guy Timothy.
I'm glad you remembered that because I have no recollection of any of that.
Yeah. So this operation has apparently been going on for at least 8 years because she's had amnesia for 8 years. Like major plot hole, right?
If you
she was trying to uncover, that was her whole deal. She was trying to uncover fucking Operation Honeymoon. That was her whole deal when she was when they thought they killed her.
Huh.
So anyway, what the fuck? What the fuck are we even doing here?
I know. So I would just say, like, we switch to like the ending of the movie at this point.
Yeah.
Which goes on for quite a while.
It does go on for quite a while. Like they're gonna blow up this huge tanker, right? They steal Charlie's kid. There's a great scene where she has to go back to her hometown, and like chase down these fuckers because she realizes they're going after her kid.
Yeah.
Right. And she has to go back to the hometown. She skates across that fucking pond, that ice pond, with a rifle and shoots these dudes, 3 dudes in a car while she's on ice skates. It's fucking phenomenal. Absolutely. Great scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes a little sideways at the end, like with the whole
the tanker truck and shit.
Truck. It gets a little crazy.
It does get a little crazy.
And it gets a little like cringy with the effects. Some of the effects are a little hokey.
Yeah. Right. They get captured. Crazy guy Timothy like reveals the whole operation to him
in a very James Bond-esque kind of way. There's a helicopter involved, of course.
Yep.
Because that's apparently what you did in all these late 90s movies. It's like some sort of helicopter scene.
Yeah. And they're going to blow up this whole fucking town that's having this like Christmas parade, like Christmas Eve parade. Right. And so they're going to kill like a ton of innocent people, right? Just to get funding for their government agency. And then, of course, they break out the little kid, the daughter of Samantha Cain hides in the truck.
Right. In like the toolbox.
In a toolbox in the truck. And so they have to go get into the truck. They drive it away from the town. They drive it to the Canadian border. Yeah. And then like big, final fight kind of ensues. And
that's where a helicopter's involved.
Yep. Helicopter, big final fight. Thing fucking explodes. Thank God Mitch is there, like with the car, with the dead, quote unquote terrorist body in it.
Yeah.
That they were going to plant there. The government was going to plant and then blame it on. And they make it over to Canada. And then the end scene in this movie is literally Gina Davis in a convertible, a la fucking Thelma and Louise, with a headscarf on, driving down like a desert highway, talking to the president on a cell phone, and the president saying, "Can we please talk you into coming back to the government, working for government? We would pay you very, very well." And she opens up this briefcase that she's got sitting next to her in the seat next to her, and it's full of money. Because she had, one thing we forgot to mention is that she had, one of the things, her possessions that she had was this like charm bracelet that had a key on it that she never knew what the key went to. And it was a safety deposit box that had a bunch of money in it. But she opens up this briefcase and it only looks like it could be like maybe $100,000.
Yeah, something like that.
She's like, I'm fine with my $100,000.
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue being a substitute teacher.
Yeah, and they end up like she's on a farm with her family.
She lives on a farm out in the middle of nowhere, and then she throws a knife and it kills the cricket that's making noise, and end scene, end movie.
I don't remember the cricket part.
Yeah,
I do remember the dialogue at some point when she was unconscious or out of it, and her daughter's like, "You get up now."
Oh, yeah. That was on the bridge.
She gives a speech that was given to her.
Yeah.
When she
quit being a baby.
Yeah, and wakes her up or whatever. Yeah. But there's also a point where she wrestles with the fact when she comes back as Charlie, the assassin.
She didn't want to be a mom.
She doesn't want to be a mom. She doesn't, she doesn't care about that shit.
Yeah.
That's why she wants to fuck Mitch.
Yeah.
She wants to fuck. And since Mitch is actually a good guy,
right?
Even though when you're introduced to him, you're like, I'm not sure about this guy. Mm-hmm. You find out that he's really got a heart of gold. And he's like, I want to fuck you, but I'm not going to fuck you because that wouldn't be right. Like, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's
the movie.
And he holds up.
The movie's boom.
Yeah.
Done.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Cut print.
And he what?
He holds up a picture because she threw away the picture of her family, basically, and he finds it in the trash can, and like he holds it up to her and is like, I think you're trying to run away from who you have become.
Yeah.
And she's like, fuck you, and she goes out and like walking the streets of Atlantic City.
And some dude tries to pick her up. He thinks she's a lady of the night.
No, that was actually a killer.
Oh, that's right. That was killer.
Yeah,
And then we had the
yeah.
whole killer scene. Yeah.
They found her. Yeah. So anyway, don't get back into it. Yeah.
No.
This movie's fucking so fun.
It is fun.
It starts off pretty ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous all the way through.
The movie is ridiculous. But
and Gina Davis as like you get used to it after a little bit, but like still like it's just I have so much trouble seeing her as an action star.
I don't know. I think it gets better once she becomes this assassin character.
Yeah.
It's really fun, and I think she's having fun with it. The stuff before when she was the mom, that was way too corny for me. But overall, I could see why this movie has a cult following.
Oh, for
it's
sure.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
It's a super fun movie. And I would highly recommend anybody go out there and rent it
For sure.
or buy it.
Yeah.
Get it on 4K. We're watching it on 4K right now, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know, like these 90s movies, like they all kind of have a weird smoky quality to them. Have you ever noticed that?
Well, yeah, but
action movies,
but that's pretty much it. It was a thing of the 80s into the 90s, but it a lot of these directors did that. Tony Scott, Brian or McTiernan, this guy, Rennie Harlan, they all kind of, I don't know if they were using the same cinematographer, but there was definitely a smokiness that they would do all the time,
especially to like indoor scenes.
Yep.
Like everything
Yes.
was kind of just there's like a haze
Yep.
to everything, which is it just feels very comforting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like watching these movies again, I just love it. I love that.
Yeah, there's a certain
I
style
love that
for
look.
sure.
I love that look. Yeah.
Especially with action movies back then of the certain look.
Yeah.
Certain look.
Yeah.
They're
just warm.
Again, I have to admit that when you suggested doing this for, you're like, it's a holiday movie. And I was like, okay, that I like the fact that it's like an outside of the box sort of holiday movie.
Yeah.
But I was like, for the same fucking reasons I can't explain, for when this movie came out, and I was like I was 20, I was like, kind of rolled my eyes and like, I'm gonna watch it because I often
Van Damme wasn't in it.
Van Damme wasn't in it.
Yeah.
And Tarantino didn't direct it. So, like that's kind of the mind frame I had back then,
Right,
which is
right.
fucking sucks. Because you just stick to what you know, and then you're all sort of like kind of I'm into indie shit, and that's like a
Yeah, but I was
major
also
release.
into indie shit, but I was also into this kind of stuff. Too.
That's what I'm saying.
I did not care. I ate it all up.
I'm glad that I finally got to see it.
Yeah.
Now I get it. Like watching it, like again, I thought the trailer wasn't very good for the time. The box art was terrible, so I just
was really
stayed
bad.
away from it. Maybe caught bits and pieces of it on TV, but it is finally sitting down, finally watching it. I do get why it has such a cult following.
Oh yeah,
it's
for sure.
It's pretty fun.
There's some just wacky scenes, like the scene where they blow out they're falling in slow mo. They blow out the ice around it. The scene where she's ice skating and like killing dudes in cars. The scene at the end where she there's a guy that's burnt to death that's like hanging by a bunch of Christmas lights on the Canadian border, this bridge on the Canadian border, and she like cuts the line loose and then like goes up and is able to like shoot Crazy Timothy who's in the helicopter, and then she slides down like breaking all the bulbs,
all the bulbs of
on the
Christmas lights,
which is just classic.
Yeah.
And like her face in that scene too is just fucking maniacal.
Yeah.
Like she looks insane when she does that scene. There's just like so many scenes in this movie that are very, very classic for this era of action movie.
I also think part of it that kind of held it back too, as far as like being a box office hit or getting to a larger audience, it's pretty over the top and unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah, for sure.
like a lot of the action scenes are a little too over the top, and I think that, especially for this time, audiences weren't as forgiving with that stuff.
Yeah,
So-
maybe. But the dialogue in this movie is so fucking good.
I would
It's
agree.
So
I would agree.
good.
Like-
Sam Jackson, Brian Cox, like those guys, absolutely.
Yeah, I would say some of the best parts
own this script
are when they're hanging out in the car talking.
Yeah.
When they're at the hotel talking.
Yeah.
The kind of like dialogue between the two of them is really, really fun to watch.
Yeah.
And sometimes maybe I think the action gets in the way of that a little bit. Like, again, the action scenes are a little too over the top, a little, again, kind of corny, but it's a very fun movie. Very fun movie. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to watch it. I'm glad you suggested it. I apologize for everyone listening to this.
Yeah, this is a terrible episode.
This was a fucking complete scatterbrained episode.
It's been 2 weeks. It's been 4 days since I've seen it. 2 weeks since you've seen it.
For the first time ever.
Yeah, totally. So, go easy on us, will you?
Yeah, it's been a hell of a couple of week and a half or whatever too.
That's right. I don't think we have any dialogue to end this episode.
Well, you couldn't say you get back up and get, what did she say to her kid?
Don't be a baby.
There
You
go.
get back up and you do this.
Don't be a baby and
don't you die, mommy.
Walk across the ice. Pussy.
Cut print. Cut print.
Stop being a little baby and get up.
I can't skate anymore. My wrist hurts.
Life is pain. Get used to it. See, you will skate all the way to the shore, Princess, and you will not fall again. Am I understood?